G'day guys, this week we're going to do a little bit of a unit on weather, and one of the activities that we're going to do is we're going to make a rain gauge. Now it's actually raining at the moment, and I want to talk about the whole principle of what a rain gauge is. What does a rain gauge really tell you? What's it meant to mean when it says that there's been 25 mils of rain? Alright, when it's raining, what that means is that in any given area, on average, there would be 25 millimetres of rainfall. So if I were to have an environment where the rain wouldn't soak into the soil or run off the cement or whatever, so if I had a tray and it caught all the rain, it would have filled up 25 millimetres. But the important thing about a rain gauge, if we're going to build one, which we are, is the shape of the container that we catch the water in. Now have a think about it. What kind of container would give us an accurate reading, and what kind of container wouldn't give us an accurate reading? By that I mean, when 25 mils of rain falls, what kind of container will show us exactly how much rain has fallen, and does it make a difference? If we've got different shaped containers, will they give us different results? Have a think about it. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at some different containers and their shapes, and we'll think about the concept of 25 mils. Okay, that's not much. We don't always get 25 mils of rain. We could get one, we could get 2 or 3 or 4, but we're going to talk about putting 25 mils of rain in a container. On that point, I've got a rain gauge here at home, and when I first installed it, it was quite accurate. It used to tell me how much rain we had, and I used to compare that to my neighbour. He has a rain gauge and we'd get about the same amount, and my brother, he has a rain gauge and we'd get about the same amount. He lives only a few blocks away. But now my rain gauge doesn't always give me an accurate reading, and I'm wondering why. So let's go and have a look at it. Okay, here's the rain gauge, and as you can see, we've had quite a bit of rain today, and it's up there at 28, 27 mils of rain. It's not the most accurate rain gauge. You can get them more accurate, but you can see there each increment, each little line is worth 2 mils of rain. So we've got 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and it's in between the 26 and the 28, so we'd say about 27 mils of rain. But the question is, why isn't it working as accurately as it used to? Well, let's think about where it's situated, because that's really important. You might notice that I have it situated on the fence. I've installed it on the fence there, and when I first installed it, there was no garden. I didn't have this tree at all, and I reckon that that's got something to do with why my rain gauge isn't as accurate as it used to be. So what would I best do to fix it? Do I cut down the tree, or do I move the rain gauge? I reckon my best bet is to move the rain gauge and move it to some place along the fence further where there maybe aren't any trees. So where we set up a rain gauge is important, because if it's underneath a tree or beside a shed or underneath a bit of a roof or something that might stop the rain, if the rain were to come from this direction, the rain would hit the tree and not hit the rain gauge. It's okay if the rain comes from this direction or this direction, but if it comes and hits the tree first, then it's not going to give me an accurate reading, is it? So where the rain gauge is situated is important too.